In a quiet suburban neighborhood, nestled behind white picket fences and manicured lawns, lived a widow named Margaret Thomas. She was 68, loved hummingbirds, and had a passion for gardening. But her garden wasn't a standard one. It was a burst of wildflowers, bee-friendly plants, and memories of her late husband. And according to the HOA, that made it too messy. One hot Monday morning, she found a red notice pinned to her door. Violation of Rule 7C. Your front yard does not conform to community standards. It wasn't the first time the HOA had complained, but this time they gave her 7 days to clean it up, or face daily fines of $200. Margaret went to speak to Linda Carver, the HOA president, a woman who treated the neighborhood like her personal kingdom. Margaret smiled politely. This garden brings bees, butterflies. It's part of the ecosystem. Please reconsider. Linda's response? This is a community, not a jungle. Remove the weeds or pay the fine. Margaret walked away with clenched fists and a heavy heart. But she wasn't one to be bullied. Not anymore. That night, Margaret didn't cry, she researched. She started by reading the HOA bylaws, every boring legal-sounding page. Then she started looking deeper, into Linda Carver, into the HOA itself. And she started uncovering things that would shake the whole community. Over the next few days, residents began receiving anonymous letters. One said, "Did you know HOA President Linda built a pool without HOA approval?" Another, "Why does the HOA pay a landscaping company owned by Linda's cousin?" Margaret was digging more than weeds now. She was digging up secrets. At the next HOA meeting, Margaret stood up. She projected copies of payments made to a fake business, registered under Linda's brother's name. Photos of Linda's garden with the same violations as Margaret's. And proof of discriminatory enforcement. Only certain residents ever got fined. The room went silent. Neighbors turned on Linda. "You fined us while breaking your own rules? You spent our HOA dues on your family's company?" Within a week, a vote was held. Linda Carver was removed as HOA president. 3 other board members resigned. A new, fair HOA board was elected. One that valued community over control. And Margaret? Her garden was not only approved, it became the community pollinator garden, featured in the local paper. Margaret smiled as a butterfly landed on her shoulder. Sometimes the messiest gardens have the deepest roots and the most beautiful secrets. Margaret's quiet act of resistance changed her entire community, not through anger, but through truth, persistence, and a little bit of gardening. Because when they told her to dig up her flowers, she dug up their corruption instead.